Benjamin Franklin once said, "Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, I may remember. Involve me, and I learn." Involve me is exactly what my dad did on hot summer afternoons. He'd come home from work and ask, "Michael, do you want to go look for properties? I'll get you Starbucks." As an 8-year-old, I'd instantly say yes, run to a spotlessly clean truck, and climb into the passenger seat. The cold AC blasted in my face, a sweet relief from the heat outside, as we pulled out of the driveway. But these drives weren't just about Starbucks or escaping the heat. They were about something bigger. As we cruised through Sacramento's neighborhoods, we weren't just looking for houses. We were listening. We were learning. The sounds of tires on the pavement mixed with the voice of Brandon Turner in the Bigger Pockets podcast, talking about real estate investing, business, and financial freedom. I was absorbing every word, and I didn't fully understand any of it. Finance, flipping, investing strategy, but something intrigued me. Bigger Pockets wasn't just a podcast. It was a window into a world where people took risks, solved problems, and built something from nothing. Hi, I'm Michael Tiskiy, and from a young age, I've been drawn to business, investing, and entrepreneurship. My journey wasn't straight, though. It was filled with challenges, setbacks, and mentors who've helped me grow. But before I sat down in that truck with my dad, that drive was already there. The curiosity and the urge to explore, and most importantly, the urge to learn. One of my earliest memories was as a 3-year-old, standing up in my crib when I was supposed to be napping. I was staring out the window, the roof just out of my reach. I couldn't help but feel that there was something on the other side I needed to understand. So, I pushed, I pried, and I eventually climbed onto the roof. As my mother brought me down, she saw my relentless curiosity and gift that needed to be nurtured, not suppressed. That's why she decided to homeschool me, giving me the freedom to learn and explore. But that same drive that got me onto the roof was too much for her to handle, leading her to bring me to Acton Academy. But that freedom also led me somewhere less than ideal. My curiosity pushed me to explore everything online. Eventually, I found a world that rewarded my problem-solving, creativity, and persistence: video games. What started as a fun escape became an obsession. I wasn't just playing, I was living in those worlds. Looking back, gaming wasn't just entertainment, though. It was an escape. When I was young, I had severe asthma. Strong medications kept me alive, but had side effects. Constant sickness kept me indoors, and I gained a lot of weight. I wasn't outside, I wasn't active, and gaming became the way I avoided those things. The cycle took a toll. I was insecure because I was overweight, and I had my very impressive homeschooler social skills were not helping. That combination made it so unpleasant to be around me that I just wanted to escape further into gaming, which only made things worse. My schoolwork got worse. I lost motivation. I got lazy. I stopped caring. I became the annoying kid, and I embraced it. I was stuck going nowhere, unsure of my future. But the high school requirements I had caused me to get an apprenticeship. I had a vague interest in real estate investing. A whisper of curiosity sparked when I was still a child, listening to Bigger Pockets. But I had no clear direction. Then, Krista mentioned Jason Jackson. She explained who he was. And I knew I wanted to apprentice under him. He had the experience, expertise, and mindset I admired. Despite my insecurities, I reached out and to my surprise, he said yes. This was my turning point. My apprenticeship involved analyzing in properties, visiting investments, and most importantly, talking to Jason. He shared his journey, his successes, and his struggles, mentoring me in ways I didn't even know I needed. One conversation stood out. Jason said, "Michael, I think you should do the 75 hard." It caught my attention. I spent 2 hours watching YouTube transformation videos, and I was sold. I started September 12th, 2023. The challenge was brutal. 2 45-minute workouts a day, a strict diet, and reading, among a few other things. Some nights I got home at 11 o'clock and still had 2 workouts and 10 pages to read. It was exhausting, but I pushed through. Most people dropped out, but I kept going. By day 75, I had lost over 50 pounds, dropping from 270 to 220. But the real change was mental. Discipline became my foundation. It shaped how I approached work, relationships, and challenges I faced. Day 76 came and went. Day 100, 200, and now I'm on day 562. I learned that discipline isn't about reaching a goal. It's about pushing myself to be better every single day. Jason, thank you for being the mentor I never knew I needed. By the end of those 75 days, I had completely changed. I saw many people stuck where I had once been, trapped in frustration, insecurity, and avoidance. My journey gave me empathy. I started acting with more patience and understanding. I realized my growth wasn't just about weight loss or overcoming a challenge. It was about giving back. By then, I knew I wanted the freedom Jason had. The freedom to mentor, the freedom to impact others, and the freedom to choose my path. I took the next logical step to becoming an entrepreneur by starting a business. My coffee cart was more than espressos. It was a hands-on experience in leadership, finance, and persistence. But I saw its limits. Turning a profit was one thing, but making it last was another. That struggle has led me to asset management. I want to learn how to evaluate investments, not just for profit, but to understand what makes a business thrive. I want to help the entrepreneurs who can turn financial stability into freedom. Imagine a small business owner. Imagine a small business owner struggling to turn profits into stability for his family and community. I've seen this constantly over my time in Launchpad. I want to work to help those who work tireless hours, devoting their time to changing the world as entrepreneurs and helping them thrive. That's why I'm asking for a 600-hour apprenticeship in asset management. I'll bring the discipline from the 75 hard, the passion from my coffee cart, and the hunger to solve problems. By May 23rd, 2026, my 19th birthday, I need to get hands-on experience to create a real-world impact. Here's my promise. I will continue pursuing a business administration degree in finance to build a strong foundation for my journey as an entrepreneur. And just as Jason poured into me, I will also pour back into another young entrepreneur within the next 2 years, mentoring them, helping them break through the struggles that I had to get through. As a toddler, I climbed through a window, chasing what was out there, calling my name. Later, in my dad's truck, Starbucks in hand, I was still that same curious kid, peering out the glass of the window in the truck at a world I couldn't understand. As a freshman, I developed discipline and figured out it's key to anything I do. And pouring into others is the biggest impact I can have. Now, I see a view, a legacy of building one entrepreneur at a time. So, I ask you, will you help me open the window to my next great adventure? Will you get me those 600 hours to turn my momentum into impact? Thank you.